From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Tuesday, March 20th, 2018. Silver is trading at $16.26 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,311 per ounce. Zencash is trading at $18, and the average price of Bitcoin is $8,551. Antiwar.com reports U.S. military involvement in the Saudi invasion of Yemen was never authorized by Congress. 3 years into the conflict, this might actually matter, with the Senate set to vote on S.J. Res. 54, a War Powers Act challenge, which would require the U.S. to end involvement in the war. The resolution is enjoying growing support across the Senate, with high-ranking officials like Senator Tim Kaine of Virginia coming out in favor. Sources say a vote on the resolution is scheduled for Tuesday. During the war, U.S. involvement has mostly centered around supporting Saudi bombing of Yemen, including targeting assistance and mid-air refueling of warplanes. U.S. warships have also participated in the Saudi naval blockade, which has resulted in mass starvation in parts of the country. Getting a vote is no small feat, despite the War Powers Act obliging floor votes on such challenges. An effort in the House last year was foiled, replaced with a non-binding alternative. This will be the first ever War Powers Act challenge in the Senate. The Trump administration has been scrambling to shore up support, arguing that the war isn't authorized, but not being at a war would be bad for U.S.-Saudi relations. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is in the U.S. to do some last-minute lobbying as well, meeting individually with senators. Though Salman and the administration appear to believe this will sway the vote in their favor, it may actually do the opposite. That's because Saudi war crimes in Yemen are increasingly concerning in Congress, and the prince's defense of the war is not very convincing.
For over 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals. Gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. They don't feed the banks. They're Bitcoin preferred and have removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co.
UPI reports the U.S. Supreme Court ruled Monday not to block Pennsylvania's new congressional district voting maps, which Republicans challenged as unconstitutional. The state Supreme Court redrew the map in February after it determined the previous map plainly and palpably violated the state constitution. Republican leaders said the court did not give state lawmakers enough time to redraw the map after the February ruling. Monday's ruling followed another unsuccessful challenge in a federal district court earlier in the day, in which a three-judge panel said the GOP leaders who brought the case did not have standing to represent the whole General Assembly. The Pennsylvania Democrats who challenged the 2011 voting map accused Republicans of gerrymandering, diluting the votes of Democrats and racial minorities. The League of Women Voters of Pennsylvania told USA Today it was deja vu all over again, with arguments that have not improved with age. The U.S. Supreme Court's decision came a day before a filing deadline for the May primaries. The new map will also be used in the general election, in which Pennsylvania is considered a battleground state. Pennsylvania is not the only state facing a battle over its congressional map. The U.S. Supreme Court delayed its ruling on a similar North Carolina case to give it time to consider other cases in Wisconsin and Maryland.
Are you looking for a cryptocurrency that has a focus on users and usability? Then look into Zencash. Zencash is the world's first private, distributed, and reliable platform for communications, transactions, and publishing. Zencash features global governance with inclusive decision-making, reliable funding for continuous improvements, and documentation and wallets in many languages that are available for Linux, Mac, Windows, and Android devices. Learn more at zensystem.io. That's zensystem.io.
Reuters reports police said on Monday an Uber self-driving car hit and killed a woman crossing the street in Arizona, marking the first fatality involving an autonomous vehicle and a potential blow to the technology expected to transform transportation. The ride-sharing company said it was suspending North American testing of its self-driving vehicles, which are currently going on in Arizona, Pittsburgh, and Toronto. Police said Elaine Herzberg was walking her bicycle outside of the crosswalk on a four-lane road in the Phoenix suburb of Tempe about 10 p.m. Sunday evening when she was struck by the Uber vehicle traveling at about 40 miles per hour. The car was in autonomous mode with an operator behind the wheel. Tempe Police Sergeant Ronald Elcock told reporters at a news conference the pedestrian was outside of the crosswalk. As soon as she walked into the lane of traffic, she was struck. Elcock said he did not know how close Herzberg was to the vehicle when she stepped into the lane. Herzberg later died from her injuries in a hospital. This has been FPP Radio News. Online at fppradio.com.